It is List 5 Live. I'm 5 minutes late. That doesn't happen very often. I was watching a bit of King Charles. I was watching a bit of Shelley Shell. And then I was doing a little bit of sorting out. And I thought I've got plenty of time. And then I looked at the clock. And it was 4 minutes past 11. I thought, what's happened there? So I've not done a thumbnail. I was taking a picture for a thumbnail. That's what I was doing. Thought I had loads of time. But no. So I'll have to chuck a thumbnail in later. Hopefully you can all hear me. Let me know in the chat. And before I get going, doing 4 things to list, and what I'm going to do for the 5th one, do send in your numbers for the eBay Listing League. I was frantically working last night. My numbers not been great this week. I shall talk about it more tomorrow. In terms of numbers not been great in terms of numbers of things. I know, sorry, Lee, I am late. James is in. Good to see you, James. He's been talking to all and sundry. I think he had Tam and Bell on the other day. Leanne, good to see you again. Lincoln Seller. Derek is off to Edinburgh. Be busy around there, won't it? I thought you went on holiday. No, I honestly don't know where the time goes. Who knows? Hello, Daisy. Lee is in. Pete the Monkey Thrifter. He's been reminding us to get things on for Q4. And yes, I have been getting stuff on eBay. So let's make a start. Let's do a little tiddly to get going. A Commodore calculator. I imagine I paid up around about £1 or a couple of quid maybe. Hopefully not too much because they're not worth that much. But it works. Hurrah. Had a bit of trouble getting the battery cover off. Leaving it off with this, which is probably not the right thing to do. I went to a boot sale yesterday. Let me know in the chat if you've been to boot sales. I did catch up with Happy Chaps Hall. Shut the door. You could. That's not my storage. That's my mess. There's your 2 videos are down there. 2 video recorders I got off Pete, broken by the way. But hopefully we can do something about that. I've already been talking to Fix It for Resale in Lee about what capacitors do you need for a 90. No, what's it? What one was it? I sent him the message. One of those. The 49, that's what I'm after. The EVEZ49V. I've got the ones for the 47V, 49V. The bloke doesn't do them. So there we go. I shut the door. So I'm absolutely starving. I was hoping to get some food, but no. Dungeon Joypads. Hello, Bill. Send in your numbers. Aaron West, Skilty, Limelight. Visiting the Queen. Yeah, there's going to be like hundreds of thousands of people filing past as she lies in state. Won't go up there. I mean, I could do. It's only wouldn't take long to get up there. But lots of people I know are going up and laying flowers. I suppose everybody finds their own way of what they do. Hello, Damien. He's bloody Lazarus back from the dead. And yeah, anyway, let's get this on. I am gassing. Let me know how you're doing. If you've been sourcing, if you had some good sales, if you've got some good saucy, if you saw some good stuff, if you've got some good saucy stuff. Right, let's have a look. How much is a calculator worth? I normally drag you over there. No, hang on. I'll drag you over there. People are over here. Couldn't find anything on the DMREZ49V. No, I'm the same. So I don't know what to do really. I may open it up and see if it looks about the same as the 47 or the 48V. Yeah. disappointing that. I suppose it could still be sold as parts. But yeah, you just want to fix these things, don't you? I wanted to give it a fix. So my boot fare at the weekend wasn't, it was all right. I got some guitar pedals, which is always nice. Everything I got on, because I was in such a, I was down on, I will talk about this all tomorrow, so I will be repeating myself. But I listed everything I sourced on Sunday. I didn't go anywhere on Saturday. I think it was cancelled because of the rain. Right. People are trying to get all sorts of prices for these, which doesn't surprise me. And let's try and... I know I'm trying to sell one at the moment, or a similar type thing. What have we got here? There's one that sold for £5. I think I might try and sell it for a tenner. Seems about right. Has it got a model number on it? 796M. Here we are. Yeah, £5. £20. £9. £10. I'll go for 15 quid. Hello, Josh. Bonjour. Good to see you. Bill's got a homebrew black Wii to stick up. I've got a homebrew one. Yeah, it's got loads of games on it. Just sold a black Wii. It's magic when you list them. Was it boxed? Or was it just on its own? I've got loads of Wiis on their own. I'm not a royalist, but it's historical, definitely historical. I'm along the same lines, really. You can't deny the history of what's going on, and I probably will stick on the funeral and just, I won't be sitting there letting it waste. Amazing how these things can waste your time, and this is a bit of a weakness I have. I can just sort of, I don't know if anything's going on, like be it, in the Commons that is important vote, or something like that. I can find myself getting too involved in it. I can't do anything about it. It's just happening. But there you go. Not a car boot. Didn't do anything. I think that's Welsh, isn't it? I'm not going to even attempt to say it. But thank you for your Welsh. Good morning. All I know in Welsh is araf, because you see it all over the roads. I think it means slow down. Slow. All right, let's get this on and bang a gong. Tested. And I'm going to run out of characters. Look, 6 characters left. I need 7. Let's get rid of those brackets. It's a nice title you've put there, Mr. Cell Similar, but I am going to change it. Tested and working. Let's get the first one on. Yeah, it feels like I really have been like, this regular listening. It's a good thing. And it definitely has been making me do it. But it's quite tricky sometimes. You fall behind a little bit. And it's sometimes difficult to get back, especially if you've got other things going on. Right, tested and working. He's in very good condition. Very good condition. But the box has some wear. A box has some wear. There we go. Did I take photos of it? I think I did. Pure Retro. No boots this weekend. There's lots of sorting out. The eldest is off to uni. How? That's exciting. Where's he going? Anywhere nearish, or is it far away? You need to get an ESR meter to test the caps if they're not. But I do need to get one of those meters. Yeah, quite pricey, aren't they? Those little. I mean, I was thinking I just replace all of them, but all the caps related to the power. But it's finding out which ones those are. And can you test them in situ? Let me know. Shell, I was watching you, and then King Charles was happening. Oh, and my brother called me from Denmark, so I had to deal with all of this, and unfortunately, you got shoved, off. But I will be catching up later. Everybody catch up with Shell. Soul Steps. Can you send via GSP to Germany with all this new system they've now? I ditched Germany. I'm not bothering with it. Yeah, it just sounded like it all got a bit confusing with form filling. It was like maybe like I'm missing 2 sales in a year or something. You know your place. Well, you always get caught up on. A lot of people don't even get that happening. Very select few people I watch. Double speed, double time. If I watched everyone, I'd never get any work done, but I do try my best. Right. Who do you watch? Let me know who you watch in the chat. I'd like to know. I'm on the road to 3,000 subs. If you're not subbed, do click the sub button. I think I've got about 150 to go. The road to 3,000. Come on, everyone, help me out to the road. We'll all do it together. Right. Gallery. Yes, I have taken some photos. Glory be. Let's get this £15 item on and get it sold. Zippy. Hello, Zippy. Hello, Chris. But yeah, I was a bit late. Yeah. I don't know where the time went. I don't know what happened. It happens, doesn't it? It happens. Get 4 minutes less of me. Thank God, everyone says. Right, let's get this one actually live and up and running. I've got a pack of Le Creuset later on. That's got to go today. Bloody OneDrive. You always have to press that tick on your phone. You can't test... You can't test capacitance in situ, but sometimes you can test... I don't know what that is. Electrostatic resistance. But you need to test both. You can take out, disconnect one leg. Oh, yeah, you could do that, couldn't you? Oh, they're playing havoc with your schedule. Well, I do apologise. Yeah, it can get a bit... You're right, you're not wrong. But watch me. Ditch all the others and watch me. No, I know what you mean, though. Richard Payne. Payne by name. How you doing, Richard? Send in your numbers. Only joking. Why does OneDrive just sit there? It says it's uploaded the photos. The photos aren't there. Perhaps if I delete one photo, they shall all come in. No. Yes, here they are. What? Why is that? Right. Now we hope that someone's going to buy a £15 Commodore calculator. Some of these things I buy, I just think, I need to sort of focus on things a bit more in demand. I mean, someone will buy it eventually, but it's a bit of a hang-arounder. Definitely a bit of a hang-arounder. And I think maybe a lot of my stuff is. And I should not source so much of things I think, oh, isn't that brilliant? But more of that'll sell. It's a bit of an obvious thing to say, really. Need to look at the things in demand. Required NPN. I was using a new listing thing, and I got stuck on one because it was a new item, and it was saying I've got to put the EAN in, got to put it in, and I was like, I don't know what it is. It's something from the 80s. It was a stitching kit, stitchery, embroidery. Yes, even I sell embroidery stuff. And he wouldn't let me get past it. In the end, I reverted back to the old school listing thing. And I think you simply put in does not apply. And I could have done that in the new listing thing because I was trying to put in all sorts of things. It was going, not recognised, not recognised. So there you go. I haven't switched back to the new one. I'm still on the old school. I do like the new one though, just because it automatically changes the text size. It's a solid state calculator. Solid state portable. Let's actually get this one up and on the eBay. Get it on the bay. Paste that. See, it's all in a different place. The condition description is up from where it was on the new listing. So I'm going to do $12.99 actually with the postage. $3.79 list up and on there. Everyone buy it. Who will want that? Buy. Got a couple of these. Don't know if that'll sell. $9.99. We'll see how it goes. And I don't think I've taken photos of it. Anyone else feel the car boots had that end of season feel? Well, it was certainly like less people there because it was really misty when I drove up and it was pretty wet underfoot. So not, he was big, you know, but just I didn't find much. And I've been saying it's at the end of the season feel for the last month. But there you go. And Josh, nice to catch you on Monday live. I usually watch the List 5 live when you're listing. Days later, oh yeah, we'll watch it whenever. Yeah. Get them done early. That's what I try and do. We'll get 5 done early. Yeah, but yeah, it has had the end of season feel. Julie was half empty. I saw Mark Carrick at my boot sale. I've got to do, I was saying to him, and I've said to a couple of other local resellers, I was at one on Wednesday, and I was standing there moaning. I do moan at boot fairs. I am grumpy, but I think I'm entitled to because it is. I got up at 4 o'clock to go to this boot fair on Sunday. Got there at 5, I think, or just before. Someone comes over and says, "Good morning." I'm like, ugh. So yeah, I'm grumpy. Anyway, I was at the one on Wednesday, and I was standing there moaning, good moaning about, she's rubbish. It's absolute And one of the other local resellers was going around the boxes round by my feet, and he pulled out a Mu 3, which I didn't even know Mu 3 existed. But it's like £100 plus camera, and he'd also found some other bits and bobs, which ended up not being as good as we thought. But it was like a 2DS, and it got. I think I've got us. If you think it's rubbish, don't let it stop you functioning. You must let nothing stop you functioning at a boot fair. Be it talking to people. I mean, I suppose you've got to be polite, but you've got to keep it, in a like, hello, yeah, I'm going now, I'm leaving you, and you do get. I certainly get more people talking to me because I know more people there because I've actually been a bit sociable, and with the old YouTube, I guess you do get a few people talking to you, but it has to be, hello, yeah, I do need to source. See you later, and also if it's rubbish, just standing there going, oh, this is crap. And there's actually bits around by your feet. It's amazing how you can miss it. So I was taught a lesson Always taught a lesson. Always learning. Josh put a comment there, and what have I just done to it? Have I removed it? I don't know what I've done there. Josh has disappeared. I've got horrible. Have I just pressed the wrong button? Josh, I apologise if I've done that. It was not deliberate at all. Someone tell me if I've made a boo-boo. Is Mew 3 like the final evolution of the Mew 1 Pokemon? Yeah. Yeah, it's Mewtwo, and it turns into Mew 3. Lee, how did I interfere with the deal I was doing? Say, you pay more than me. Oh, well, I had this. I was not happy. He told him to F off. The seller then told me the CD skipped, so I left it. Yeah. I've had a couple of... oh, that's a good deal. Terry Enfield, only me. Only me. Josh, I don't know what I've done with Josh. He was there, and then he wasn't there. Does it come up on the YouTube chat? Sorry, I'm looking in StreamYard. I've got a horrible feeling I've put him in timeout. What have I done? I was trying to look on his comment about he was saying it was the oddest vibe. £140. Yes, good money. What's this? Hello, I must be going. I came over to say hello. I must be going. I'm very glad I came, but all the same, hello, I must be going. Is that about keeping focused? Yeah, when I see Peter at boot fairs, it is very much a what you got something good, right? We're off, and we all understand that. And yeah, it's good. Mew ones, all the Mews are going. I haven't picked up a Mew for ages. Needs to get rummaging in those boxes. Cola Flippers in the house. Hello, Lee, and Ian's in the house. Good to see you, Ian. Don't worry about being late. I was late. I was 4 minutes late. Didn't even realise. I thought it was about 10 to, and I looked down at the little clock in the corner of the screen. 11:04. I was like, ooh, blooming heck of a tartar. Right, $9.99. And then I've got another box of videotapes. I could stick them with a recorder, I guess. But I'm not going to. No sales today so far. £82 yesterday. 260 day before that. So yeah, it's been it kind of like it's been really good for a few weeks, and then last 7 days started off badly and kind of ended up kind of okay-ish. Oh, I've got a good bit of feedback. I'll share this with you. Nice. Anyone remember those yellow pair of feelers that I had a while ago? Really nice condition, but I made money on them, but I'd paid quite a bit for them. So they sold for 33 quid, which I made about 10 or a pound on them or something, or double my money, I think. How much did I pay? I think I might have paid 12. Anyway, the feedback was, if I can find it, it made me laugh. Positive feedback. Trainers were in very good condition, though from the wear on the logos around the ankles, I doubt the description of worn once to be true. However, I was happy with the price and condition. I would buy from this seller again. So it's like damned with faint praise, or damned with not praise at all. You think he's lying about this condition. Look at the ankle. Look at the ankle. I had another couple of neutrals which I managed to get changed. Ringing up the buyers. Yes, I'm ringing them up. It's all very polite when I ring up buyers who leave me neutrals. I go, oh, well, I sold you the whatever on eBay. And I was just concerned that you left neutral feedback. And I do like to be able to resolve any problems that buyers have had if they felt like they've leaked. So it's very much like, I'm ringing you to find out what the issue is. Not like I'm not ringing them up going, you've left me a grey. I don't do that, no. Richard. Good to see you, Richard. What's Kathy done? She's asked for the price of some games at the Jumble Trail. I can't stand up for long, and the husband called his wife over. She told me the rules on all of them, only on the prices. Oh, Mark, you've dashed my hopes of being a millionaire this time next year. Never mind. If it sells, it'll sell. You're quite right, though. You probably could get them for 99p. Or you could, with your contacts. Right. I never buy VHSC, but I did this time. It does work, incredibly. I have been testing it this morning. It's the MC5. If you look up the MC5 on Google or YouTube, and you get Kick Out the Jams. Kick Out the Jams. Anyone like the MC5? American pre-punk band. My love is like a rambling rose. Come on, kick out the jams. Oh, yes. Listen to a bit of MC5. That'll get you going. So when I got this originally, I was very pleased because the reason I bought it was because it had the tape adapter in. These will sell. I think I probably paid a tenner or something for this whole case. Or maybe a fiver. I don't know. I'd have to look at my little list. But these sell for 30 quid on their own. But the whole thing works. It had 2 tapes with it. It's got all the shenanigans. I might even it's got 2 of these wires. These wires are always handy because it's the thing that's always missing from the charger to the actual thing. So I might actually keep one. So there's a little bit of spares for me to keep. The battery's obviously like dead, but it does work off the mains. And the only thing wrong with it is that the foam around the microphone has disintegrated into powder. So, it's got a lot of stuff going for it, really. I had I've put a tape head cleaner through it. That's cleaned up the head tape. It was a little bit fuzzy-wuzzy. And, it's got 2 tapes with it. And there was like a wedding on there. And there was someone's holiday in Niagara Falls. Those have been cleared down. And we're going to try and sell it. So I was thinking $74.99. Really, I don't think the camera would sell on its own, or maybe it would. I mean, there are spares and repairs on there. Mark, when I sell VHS tapes, I normally sell packs of 5 for $3.99. Is that on eBay? Is that free post as well? Do you also give free sweets with them? Yeah. Well, maybe it could well be end up at $3.99. Who knows? It probably will. It could be the reason I'm really want to try and get my. If you've been tuning into the listing league, and do join the listing league. Tell me how much you're listing and how much you're selling. It's probably be in the thousands. I've realised doing that listening league, it's my numbers that have sold. Now, my turnover's been good, profit's been excellent, but when I see the number that is actually going, so maybe I need to take, lower my prices a little bit, take a little bit less profit to just enable that stuff out the door. It's been fabulous doing that listening league to actually look at my own stuff and go, hang on a minute. It makes you realise. It made me realise, which is another fabulous song by My Bloody Valentine, but we won't go into that. Right, okay. VHSC. NV MC5. Is that like, how much do you want to pay? I say £1. It's a standard price. How much do you want to pay? Quid. Knowing what others are doing is of no benefit to you. Yeah, no, you're right there. You're quite right. Unless you know the situation they're in. So if they are a similar seller, really, it's just, you're right. It is a bit of fun. You've hit the nail on the head, because I have said from the start of this, it is not a competition. So I'm not going on there going, oh, I've got to beat Married for reselling, or I've got to be, but it is. I was listing, like getting 20 listings up yesterday because of my own numbers and what I'm trying to do. So if people submitting their numbers, if it helps them with their own stuff, and you see what other people can do, and there might be other people in your situations, and it helps you realize that other people are in different situations. So I would look at Jack and I'd go, oh yeah, great, he's doing media. That's interesting that he does media and he manages to get those numbers. I don't do media, so I don't look to get those numbers, but I will look at Happy Chap and I know he does similar stuff. Now I also know that sometimes he may get a bunch of media, but his numbers are higher because, for a number of reasons, he probably works a bit harder than me. He might look to get it sold quicker, so I might be hanging on for too much profit. And the whole thing is about making you think about your own situation. It is not about trying to outdo anyone. It is about sparking your mind, really. That's what it's about. So that, I mean, God knows I've repeated myself so many times, but it's not a competition, So knowing what others are doing, I wouldn't say it's like of no benefit to you. You can't compare it, but it will definitely make you think about your own situation. So there you go. Gary, it's a great help, the Listing League. So thanks for doing it. Yeah, I mean, I've got to say, I've managed to. I mean, I'm going to talk about it tomorrow, but I've managed to keep my listing numbers up. But it's that sold numbers. It's getting me thinking about. Now, Gary, I think I might get into a week where I've run out of stock because, like, I'm finding it difficult to source. So I might go on one week and go, I've only listed 6 new things, but I have been looking at old stuff. I've been trying to get old stuff out the door, and I've managed to get my sold. This is what I've been doing. It's all talking about what you're doing. So yeah. Gary's getting into it. So he's found sort of like, just it does inspire me. Hopefully it inspires other people as well. I'm proud of it, really. I'm proud of the Listing League. I know not a lot of people watch it. I know. I just had I will do a video about it, but I've just had like a £350 sale cancelled. Now I could do a YouTube, easy for me to do a YouTube video, and I will do it. But I know it will get the views. 350% gutted, cancelled, blah 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 blah. Doing the Listing League, it doesn't get the views, but the views I'm getting on it are more value to me than if I just did a bought for £1, sold for £1,000 or whatever. They're 10 a penny, those videos. Any smarty pants in here? Probably quite a few. I've got a Sony hand cam, but it's Euro 2-pin 2.5 amp plug. I tried it through a shaver converter. You need to look at the voltage in. So, I mean, it probably will tell you whether it's either 240. I thought Europe was 240, but if it says 110, you don't want to be just chucking an adapter on it and putting it in, because you're going to be putting 240 volts. Lee, Fix It for Reselling, might be able to give more advice on that if he's still in. Fane Simon had a big push yesterday because we knew we could do better. This is exactly it. I listed 20 things last night. I never would have done that if the Listing League wasn't about. It wasn't to outdo anyone. It was for me. It was for me. Push it real good. If it helps, it helps. Yeah. I'm not trying to. Like I say, I'm not. I know Pete does. He's in his hundreds. He has been listing. He's selling 70 plus. I'm down with I know what he does, and it's inspiring. I'm not trying to better him, just trying to better myself. It was being damn lazy. Yeah, I think I might have been too. Kick up the jacksie. It is units converted to net profit. It is units. No, it isn't. It's how many you've listed that week, which is my technical term for it. Scientific term is how much stuff you're putting in the pipe one end, and we don't look at how many of those have been converted, and we don't even talk about profit. We don't even talk about turnover. It is how much has come out the other end, sales, no matter when they were listed. So all it's a measure of is how much is going in and how much is going out, which is kind of a measure of how busy you will be, I guess. And how busy you are, it doesn't mean that if I've only listed 70 and only sold 30, that I'm would be less busy than Jack, who's listed 100 and sold 100, because Jack is listing media. So if I was listing media, doing electrical is more labor intensive than doing media, and basically I think everyone understands this, or 99% of people understand this. So there we go. Lee's listing has fallen off a cliff. He's building his shed. Yeah. Well, a lot of you like it. As long as the people who like the listing league like it, that's all I'm worried about, really. I couldn't give a monkey's what people think who don't get involved. I mean, it's not really for them. So there you go. Euro is usually, I thought it was 240 volts. Yeah. Far too many. Yeah. I was thinking, what's that stand for? And then, yeah. The road to 10K. Yeah, but I've got to say, I mean, I do love getting what did I get the other day? I got a £2 to £350, but it wasn't BS. I've had 2 300 plus sales lately, and I thought I had the third one. It would have been £90 to £350. The guy changed his mind. Peter Ray's in the house. I think you skipped the Boot Fest Sunday, didn't you, Pete? Was Hook on? I don't know. I don't know anyone who went to Hook. The more we list, the more net profit we make. You've got to list it, haven't you? Consistency. Right. Here we go. Parts only, 70 quid. Parts only, 50 quid. Parts only. There won't be any. So, here we go. Parts only in the case, £74.41 from Australia, £112 postage. Sorry about my speech about the listing league, but I am absolutely proud of it. And like I say, even though it doesn't, it's about 300 or 400 views, but it's like when I talk about earning money on eBay, like a pound earned on eBay is worth 10 times a pound work earned doing, the job I did for 30 years, reward analyst in an office or looking at bonus or salary changes. It's just worth more. So a view watching that video is worth more to me than any others. It's worth more to me. Getting all emotional. Right. So there's a load up there waiting to be sold. All of them are parts. And here are the solds. One sold for parts only for £2. He put it on bids. One sold for 60 plus one tape. So seeing as the adapter's worth 30 quid, I'm going to put the whole lot on for 75. I think that's a good price. Theoretical question. Oh, good. I like a good theoretical question. If tomorrow you got a huge haul of items, and this has happened, would you list them over a few weeks or consider spreading them right the way through the winter? I'll do the second one. I would remain consistent with listing 10 a day. It would depend on the value, but say if they were things that were selling at like £20 plus, I would go just to keep control of it. And I have talked about this as well on probably on the Listing League videos. If I go boom, right, I'm going to list it all, and some people do have this, not saying I'm right, but it's that kind of like, if it's not on, it won't sell mentality. I know that if I list them all, I'm going to spend 24/7 for the next 3 days, get them all on, get 200 items on there. I could very easily slip into, I've done that, I'm going to just rest up. And my resting up could be 2 weeks of resting up and doing nothing. Could be. So I'd much rather just say, no, 10. Or if I'm struggling, if my I haven't got enough stock, I've either got to go out and source, or I'd say, okay, not 10 new, but look at 30 items that you've already got on there if you haven't got the stock. So I have to have that consistent telling me what to do. I'm assuming Boots on Sunday. What, cancelled? I don't know. Got no idea. All right, Dave. The mofos. I'd be opposite. I like to binge list similar types of items in one hit. Get in the groove and mindset. Yeah, I will get in the groove, but I may well get in the groove and schedule. So they'd be like, so I may well do the work in one hit, but I may be scheduled or they may be drafted. Lots of new people coming in. Porky's Discounts. Good to see you, Pork here. Have you got an actual YouTube channel? Is it worth tuning in? Let us know. Right. So I've got 2 tapes with it. Charger, case, adapter, all sorts. All electrical. Condition is used, tested and working. Microphone, foam, disintegrated. What have I got to say? Battery doesn't hold charge. Camera works on AC power. Includes 2 tapes. It's cleared down. Had to set the record button off with the lens cap on. So you could probably, if you played it and listened to it carefully, you could probably hear me coming upstairs or whatever. I don't know if there's any other way to clear down someone's old wedding tape from the 1980s. Cables and tape. Case as well. You could get that one sold. Might be a bit of a slow burner, but you never know. We'll see what the response is like. What else is new? Anyone else got any other? No, sugar. I've chosen cut instead. Oh, good. I can just put it. When you go to choose copy and you choose cut instead, and then if you completely muck it up, you lose what you had. Right, paste. Save that as draft. Yeah, anyone else got any other news? Dave bought a fair bit on Sunday. Found out it has a recall. Right, okay. Monday the 19th. I don't normally do boot. Well, I don't do boot fairs on Monday, so that's all right. Am I running a 10%? I had never run a coupon offer. Yeah, a lot of things. I gave up doing promotions because I kind of thought, well, it's just regular listing that sells. Regular listing and regular tinkering. definitely. Right, I'll tell you what else I'm going to do for the next 15 minutes. I'm going to look at I've got 3 items that are hugely highly priced. I'm going to bring them down and try and get a sale on them, or try and get some interest. I knew when I did them, they were too much. So I will show you them as well. List by price. So my items in my shop go from £2.49 all the way up to £380. Okay, let's share this. So I don't know if you can see, but here we go. This is the item I thought I'd sold. Bloke turned up and go, ooh. I thought he was angling for a discount, but he wasn't. He just didn't want the blooming thing. So video on that, later. A heavily, what do you call it? A heavily clickbaited video. I don't even know the team. Yeah, I maybe should have possibly. I'm going to need a bigger sale, definitely. With this bloke let me down. So yeah, I got these tricks. They're smaller gauge than the 00 gauge. I think it's called N gauge, and they cost me 50 quid each, I think. And they had price labels on them from when they were in a shop of like 200 plus. I think originally I might have tried 400 and then bought them quickly down to 300. I'm going to bring them down to 249. Not really much interest. See here, 6 views, no watchers, 16 views. I think they're just, you always say, if you're not too sure, shoot high, engage it from that situation. I've gone too high, obviously, so we'll put them back. Maybe I should do a sell similar and rejig them, but it will come through my routine of sell similars. But for the moment, I'm just going to see if I can actually change the price, bring it down by 50 quid. Seems a lot, but it's obviously way. I've over-egged the pudding a little bit we have an eggy pudding. So all of them just come down by 50. I'll tell you, if I've got 100 quid, I'll be happy. So let's do all that. Let's get back into reality. I've also done, this is an interesting one. This Samsung Express 2026 wireless. I had this printer. It's over there. I don't know if you can see. It's there. But I don't use it anymore. I use my Fabulous Thermal. What's it called? Zebra Thermal. I bought a Tom the English Picker. Wonderful. I would recommend getting a thermal printer. But not only have I got my old Samsung, I picked one up at a boot fair for 8 quid. And Nick sold his probably 6 months ago. He got 200 quid for it. And I don't know whether, I think he put it on for 250, accepted an offer 200. I don't know whether, him doing that, him selling that has caused a flood of people to, it's Little Britain DVDs all over again. But I tried putting mine on for 200, 250, 200. Didn't sell. Bought the price down. Still didn't sell. So let's have a little look at what the current prices are on eBay. M2026. Let's have a look at this. So See, someone's trying to sell one for 65. Light use only. 200. 100 quid or best offer. That's not the one. Oh, it is the wireless, or is it? Let's have a look at the solds. Mine's got a full ink cartridge as well. Full new ink cartridge. And they cost 70 quid new. 105. No printer cartridge. So, what am I trying to get? I'm trying to get 150. I would have thought I would have sold. £60. £25. I think everyone's rushed in and trying to sell them. I'm not going to blame Nick Hills, but was it his video that caused the rush of people to sell them? No, probably not. Okay, well, I don't want to cut the price that much. It's a good price with the cartridge. And cut it by 20 quid. See if we can glean a bit of interest in that. What else have I got? Let's share again. Let's let you into my world. There we go. Tam Bell, not a fan of the coupons. Some people love them. Pete's had one sale. Well, one's better than none. I need to look out for old Action Man bits. My brother-in-law said sold 2 arms and a leg. Cost an arm and a leg. I've got a vintage Action Man. I picked up a load of stuff which sold really, really well. But I had one I picked up with a big yellow teapot right at the start of the season. And it's in a Tupperware box in the garage. So that needs to go on. That will be like 40 quid easy. I bought it for 2, I think. Yeah, definitely. Even the broken looking stuff. I sold some stuff and just I laid it all out and priced it high. It took a little bit of time, but it went. Even the weirdest little metal thing or plastic thing, I'd be all over it. Brother thermal printers are out of stock. Yeah, I've heard that copies of the Times are selling for 25 quid, apparently. We've got one downstairs, but I think we're keeping it. We've got a copy of the Eye as well. But newspapers were sold out last weekend. 50p to 15. I love that kind of stuff. I love it. No, I think they're the pickups I enjoy most. You know, got for £1 or 2 and sold for 40 or 20. Just like from nothing to nothing to notes. There you go. That's a series for you. From nothing to notes. Went on a jubbly train. Jumble trail, I guess that is. What else we got here then? We've got a Canon up for £150. So why is that not selling? T70, Canon T70. I'm going to have a look at a few of my most expensive items, and then I'll have a look at some of my oldest items. Someone else is trying to get, what am I trying to get? 150. Oh, yeah, that might be a little bit too pricey. Let's have a look at solds. It's funny, you know, when I suddenly you go back and look at these, because I would have based it on a sold item. But there are no solds for a T70 anywhere near that. £80 might be the highest. I'm well over. plus f. Oh, it's the lens probably that's the reason why. Yeah, the lens is probably a really good lens. What is it? It's a 1 to 2.8. 1 to 2.8 isn't great. 35mm lens. Okay, well, what I will do is I will bring that down to. I have got a watcher on it, which is interesting. Hopefully, it's not someone I know. If anybody does watch my items, please don't, because it just wastes my time. Because I always think, oh yeah, send offers. Right, I've also got a Japanese robot up for 150. I will bring that down to 129.90. I'll bring that down by 20 quid as well. This one's sold. This £145 calculator sold. Very pleased. Sold for 137 quid. And then I've got a PS3. I think I'll bring the price of that down by 20 quid. That's backwards compatible, really nice condition with a controller and a couple of games. Yeah, it brings things down. Oh, Code 3 fire engine up for 119. I'll bring that down by 20 quid as well. Bring that down to 100 quid. And a massive battleship model. This model, this Revell model, I think I paid a tenner for it. It's huge. I've got to go up for 105. Too much, I think. 89.99. Just get down by 15 quid. Prices are being slashed. A Bakugan Marvel Spider-Man up for 100 quid. And 2 watches on that. I'll keep that how it is. I listed a pair of Huarachi trainers the other day. I think it could have been a week or two ago. They are up for 99. They've got 1 watcher. No sale on it though. I thought that was a bit high. Another fire engine. I sold a load of these fire engines for good money. We'll bring that down by a tenner to 89.99. All this owes me nothing, which is good. More Hornby. Yeah, this big old Hornby set isn't doing anything, so I'm going to bring that down by a tenner. And again, when I sourced that was with a load of Action Man stuff and Johnny West stuff. The Johnny West stuff has just sold. So yeah, that'll all be good to get out the door. That'll be pure profit coming back. Right, let's have a look at some of the oldest stuff. I've got 2 minutes. Sort by SKU. Oh, there's a few items that don't have a SKU. Good to see. I'll sort those out. About 10 items. Do you know what? I got these when I was first reselling, and I got them new. I think Liz said, "Oh, get these." I was trying to do retail arbitrage. Let me share it. How do you share? I've forgotten how to share. There we go. If anybody wants a jacket for the autumn, new with tags, and I think I've got various sort of sizes. Let me know. I've got these and these in black as well, and I could do a deal on them. Gary, they are the Marty McFly. Yes. Can you explain to me? I meant to message you, but never got around to it. I looked up Back to the Future. Were they Nikes? I think they were Nikes. And I didn't get that shoe, those Hirachi. So why should I put Hirachi? Why should I put Marty McFly in the title? Now, I don't know whether they brought out a newly designed trainer afterwards, or the one in the film was different or the same, or let me know why I should be putting in Hirachi. The mags, I don't understand what you're saying. No jacket required. See, I do get these references occasionally. Sometimes they go over my head, but yes. No, tell me why I need to. Well, I don't know what colorway means. I'm really like exposing my ignorance. I'll tell you what. So I'm going to change those Hirachi. Call me in instead. Okay, yeah, I'll give you a call. I've got no idea. Because he was saying it was really confusing me, you know. It was easily done sometimes. Anyway, I've done an hour. Oh, Tommy, do you want to send your numbers this week? Let me know how you're doing. Marty went back to the future. He wears that colour scheme in the future. Ah, I see. So, okay, I think I'm beginning to it's beginning to dawn on me that they're just the same colour scheme, but in the future they will be the trainer based on the Hirachi from the past. Is that it? The way the colour is good vibes. I see. I think I've got you. I will just put in Marty McFly anyway and see what it does. You know, if it's not right, people will just think I'm a little bit kind of crazy. It's like Marty McFly Tourette's. Every listing has Marty McFly in the title. Right, I'm done. I'm done in. Thank you. Do watch the Listing League tomorrow for my shoddy numbers. Always reality on the channel. Not been a good week in terms of some numbers. In terms of other numbers, it's kind of been all right turnover wise. The colour they are. It's just because they're grey. It's just because they look a little bit like the ones from the Back to the Future. So I'm going to put I'm going to put Marty McFly. Do I put Marty McFly or Back to the Future in the title, or do I put both? Just answer me that one last question, and I will go. Peter's done three while watching. It's more than I've done on the stream. I think I've done 3. I should have done 5. I haven't done 5. I've been defending the Listing League with my heart and soul because I have such passion about it. But do send your numbers in. You know, you make it what it is. Although I've got to say, even if you didn't send your numbers in, you'd have to listen to me for half an hour on a Tuesday, just going on about my own numbers. It would be a league of one. But yes, finish off with a voicey, Marlene. There you go, Chris. That is for you, but only on the understanding that you never diss the Listing League ever again. You've got to realise what it's about. It's not a competition. It's just to help the people themselves do it. Now, this is interesting. Michael J. Fox was at Dave Weeks's garden centre. Oh, God, he's got me. He's got me with his dad joke. Here we go. Right, I'm off for a cup of tea and a biscuit. Everyone have a wonderful Monday. Have a wonderful week. Sell loads, list loads. Keep busy, but mainly keep happy. Take it easy, everyone. And I will see you hopefully tomorrow. See you later.